Up until this moment, Sarah Boone has had an explanation. It was a game. George got into the suitcase. She zipped it. They were laughing. She went upstairs, fell asleep. When she woke up the next morning, something had gone terribly wrong. And through it all, Sarah keeps returning to the same point. This was an accident. It wasn't intentional. But the detective sitting across from Sarah knows something she does not yet realize. They have her phone. And on that phone is evidence that is about to completely change this interrogation, because Sarah didn't just remember what happened that night, she recorded it. Detective Chelsea Copsall begins preparing Sarah for what she's about to see. The investigators tell her that they found something on her phone and want her to watch. Almost immediately, Sarah becomes apprehensive. She doesn't want to see it. But this isn't someone else's recording. There wasn't a hidden camera in the apartment. There wasn't a witness standing in the room. Sarah made the recording herself. And when the video begins to play, the version of the night Sarah has been describing starts colliding with what her own phone captured. George is inside the suitcase. He's asking Sarah to let him out. He tells her he can't breathe. And instead of the lighthearted game Sarah has been describing to detectives, the recording captures anger, resentment in Sarah's responses. Suddenly, detectives have something far more powerful than another question. They have Sarah's own recording, and now they want her to explain it. This is the moment the interrogation changes. Listen carefully to how Sarah's answers change. Listen to what she remembers and what she suddenly says she doesn't remember. Because from this point forward, the detectives aren't simply asking Sarah Boone what happened inside the apartment. They're comparing her story to evidence created by Sarah herself. And the question hanging over the interrogation becomes much simpler. If this was just an innocent game of hide and seek that went terribly wrong, why does Sarah's own video tell such a different story? I'm Michelle. This is Murder Syrup. Welcome to episode 2 of the Sarah Boone case. Today, we are going inside the police interrogation, and the moment Sarah Boone is confronted with evidence she never seemed to expect interrogators to find. In episode 1, we dived into the 911 call when detectives got there, and then the car interrogation as well. This is the next day when they've done George's autopsy, and this is the interrogation where they confront her with the evidence that she seemingly forgot that she had recorded. I just want to start off by saying I'm not a professional in any way. I just am somebody that is interested in true crime, that has a podcast. This has some disturbing facts in it. There's going to be talk about somebody being murdered, and injuries and abuse, spousal abuse as well. So if you can't handle that, please step aside and just don't listen to it. Come back to one when you feel like you can come back to it, or just come back when there's one that you feel like you can listen to. But I just want to say that disclaimer first so you guys know what's going to happen. Now, let's start listening to this interrogation. It's a couple hours long, but I'm going to stop it and kind of put what I think into it, my 2 cents, and hopefully we'll be able to get through all of it. We might fast forward some of it. I'm not sure yet because it is long, but this episode is going to be basically about this interrogation.
So he's got scratch marks to his back.
I know what that's from.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So, like, basically you're getting hit, and then, you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising, like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. We could see his His mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike,
Okay.
so I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the hall tree. So
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent. Like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to when he was.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I have no idea.
Listen to how much time she says, in all honesty. I feel like when people do this, they're trying to they're explaining away something, but that they know that that's not right internally.
No idea what it is. Nonetheless, I've had my son over the house, too, so.
Well, your son was there when? When was he last there?
Oh, gosh.
My understanding he was there last Tuesday?
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week, so.
Well, we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because like I said, the injuries they occurred within that time period.
So you're talking about day before yesterday?
Sunday leading into Monday. You called us yesterday at 1, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then into
Monday.
Monday.
I'm thoroughly confused because we had a good time sitting on the back porch having wine.
We're going to have to see how much she says she's having a good time, and then basically, how are you going to explain that when they pull out the video footage?
Smoked a couple of cigarettes and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why nobody got out of sorts. This is what's mind-blowing to me. I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on his head and his skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
considered
not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
Then how would he get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have no idea, and I don't want to seem out of sorts, but I have no idea. We had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. I don't even know where this is coming from.
Yeah, you said the last physical was probably, you said, I think, a month ago? Where you got the injury, right? You said that was a month ago?
A few weeks, give or take, yeah.
A few weeks. That was the last, physical altercation between the two of you? You said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
Wow.
We've been good. I don't know if, it's since the last time he got out of jail. We've been good, and he's been having his classes and seeing his probation officer, who's amazing. So.
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
The probation officer?
Oh, no, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep. That's usually what it is. And I don't know if you talked to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go over there. So
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so...
Give or take.
Right, so what do you mean by he comes after you? Like,
he gets belligerently drunk.
mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you all have looked through my phone yet and seen any of the pictures and the videos that I have.
I think this is immensely foreshadowing. This is why I think she honestly doesn't remember making that video or doing those things, because it's almost like she's clueless to it right now. Like, take a look at my phone. You'll see that he's the one that does it to me. And the fact of the matter is that George is dead at this moment. So regardless, if he did things to you, you killed him. It was your hand that did this. You did not help him. You left him there. He is dead because of your actions that night.
And I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures bloody fingers, split foreheads, he split my nose. I've got this.
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad, where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it. From him poking me in the back of the leg.
Right.
So it's...
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like, I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like, I feel like I could help him.
I'm just going to say right now, I'm not going to judge why she's still with him or why she stayed. People stay for whatever reason they stay. Domestic violence is not a fun thing. So you can't really judge why either of them stayed. Some people stay with each other because they bond from trauma, or they just anything. So we can't really judge that she stayed with him through this while he was doing all these things to her, or while she was doing all these things to him. So I feel like when it comes, this case is full of domestic violence on both sides, and almost
Which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with. Mm-hmm. I've really helped him. I bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that...
I'm just going to stop again here really quick and just say she's pointing out everything she's done for him. She's done this. She's done that. She's not saying anything that he's done for her. Usually, like, if somebody's like, why are you with Terry? I'm like, oh, you know what? He brightens my day. He makes me want to be a better person. He makes me see things about me that I never thought were there. And like, you don't necessarily go to, I do this for him. I'm with Terry because I do this, and I've done this, and I've done this. I'm more like, I'm with him because he does these things for me. He enhances my life and makes it better. I find her saying these things it's almost like the narcissist coming out, where she feels like she has to take care of him, or it's her job, or she's like, I'm doing all these good things for him, so he has to stay with me. That's why I'm with him, because he wouldn't be able to survive without me.
And it just gets overwhelmed. And then it's like, the next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's like, oh man, I know where this is going to go. So I'm going to go upstairs and read a book, or I'm going to go for a bike ride, or I'm going to do something else. Where I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend, that's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day.
I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. He doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that. So he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside or do something else because I don't want to drink. And every time.
It's later going to come out that she did have a very big drinking problem. Her son was actually taken out of her care, and the father actually had the son most of the time because she put her son in very dangerous situations when she was drinking. So when we get into everything, all these things that she's saying are going to come out as untrue, and they're going to show that she actually was part of the problem.
His job broke his heart. And it made me sad because he had so much pride in his job. And the store that he took care of so much, totally went downhill. Mm-hmm. And that broke his heart because he had done so much work and effort into fixing it up. And his manager was awful and basically gave up on all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers. Mm-hmm. She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money. How can I send you money when I don't have a job? And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why, again, I got the puzzles and the paint to try to get him off of it so we don't have a drink, or he doesn't have a drink. So when you all see my phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television because he's belligerently drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Mm-hmm. Eventually, he just passes out.
Well, yesterday it made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording like that you were not drunk. He was not drunk. You guys were having a good time. I can't get drunk. Number one, I do not want to get drunk. I don't like being non-compos mentis, having my wits about myself.
I honestly couldn't imagine being these investigators in this interrogation and listening to her talk this way and say, look at my phone, he's the aggressor, blah, blah, blah. And then knowing what is on the phone and video. I can't even imagine being these investigators. Like, I'd be like, the jig is up, girl. Like, I couldn't keep a straight face. Yeah, I'd just call her out right away. But it's kind of, yeah, they're kind of really good.
Feeling out of control. Mm-hmm. So, you making it sound like you're raising alcoholics today. Yesterday, I was kind of asking you those questions, and you're like a little defensive. Like, no, we're not alcoholics. I'm not. You're not. You know, but you guys were both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge. Because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out. I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and it got physical? No. Or is it... Sunday was one of the better days that we have had in quite some time. He's dancing with my dog. You can see that, too, on the pictures, him loving the dog. He loves the dog and dancing around, having a good time, and just being happy kind of thing. He doesn't know. I can get like maybe 2-3 glasses of wine, and I'll be fine. But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what to expect. Well, let's talk about Sunday. What was Sunday? How were you? Like, how many glasses of wine did you have? How many glasses of wine did he have? The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes. No, that was from previous. You said that there was a half bottle left over. About this much.
And then that you had well, I don't even know how the wine. How'd you guys get the wine for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix. Does he like leave the house and you stay home, or do you go to Publix? Like, because sometimes I'll go with him.
Okay. Did you go with him Sunday to Publix?
So most of the time, what happens is because the convenience store where we get cigarettes is here, and then Publix literally is cattywampus to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll go by Publix, and then on the way back catch the convenience store.
Okay. So is that what he did Sunday?
I'm guessing that's what he did, because the next thing I know, he's walking in with a bottle.
Okay.
So it's him trying to be nice, so I don't have to go out and do it. Plus, there's stuff that are around the house that I had to take care of. So that's usually what will happen. Or I'm folding laundry and he'll go run out and do whatever.
Okay. So, where were you guys at on drunkenness, not drunkenness on Sunday? You told us you weren't drunk.
No, I was not drunk.
Right.
I was not drunk. So with him, I don't know. I know when it's like, oh, okay, man, where I had told him, slow down. It's starting to catch up with you. Slow down. Slow down. And another thing, too, is I don't like listening to music with him because he gets too involved in the music, and the music that he listens to is a little rough around the edges, and, like, just, it makes me fractious listening to his music. So I kept asking him, let's just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine, because, I mean, we were playing with the dog, whatever, and then it's like, okay, now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break, now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down, we're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies, we're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him, because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep. But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay. So on your laptop you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
And I mean, and then it was...
But you said it was a good day. Like, you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship? You guys didn't go down, like, the rabbit hole, like, had too many to drink, and you guys start getting...
No, when I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say with just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's just, it's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through, because...
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters, yes.
Nothing relationship-wise, though. Like, no issues. Like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about like
what's going on right now?
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so he gets it off his chest, because I call him the volcano, where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship, where he has been practicing communication. So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you. Like, I have almost everything. Not a worry. Just tell me. Get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you, I was so happy. Like, it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was beautiful outside. I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to music or whatever else he wants to do. So then he starts doing whatever it is we're doing together in the living room, and then starts talking, because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what, we're here, it is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I know. Nobody else knows, but I know. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him? And
I never stopped. I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I mean,
here now because I'm still trying to help him. Yeah, we just don't, I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and I have no idea. You were the only one with him. 100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody. Okay. You had mentioned that you would take photos, videos, kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end.
Okay.
But then I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation, so you don't have a choice in it. You have to go to see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court ordered.
Mm-hmm.
Where it took him a while to get used to it and understand, they're not messing around. I even went down and met his probation officer, which I say she's wonderful. That's one of my questions too I need to talk to you about. Hugged me and said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he was working. 42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working to help him, just as she is and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer and then to his substance abuse class and his, I don't know what BIP stands for, Matters Intervention Program, and actually listening to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it. And would always come home and show me his papers, and we would look over his papers together. Where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches to make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Boone, when you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that. All my neighbors don't tell me that. The office, property manager.
At some point, somebody gets enough, then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop. I actually, because, and you have to understand too, I have, like, prior to classes in PO, kicked him out. How many times? I had him arrested. How many times?
But you also went down and bailed him out.
I know.
The next day.
I know.
What's on your laptop?
What was I going to tell you? Oh, previously, I actually looked up how to file a restraining order.
Okay.
Because I would take him out, his parents, because of them constantly having to take him back in, his bags of clothes, all his stuff. The last time, the father came out and irate and just not even, I don't even know if he knew Lucas was in the car, just opened the back of my car and just started throwing all his crap in, just throwing it. Like the car would jostle, he was throwing all his stuff.
Everybody's the problem but Sarah. I feel like she is just making them all to look bad. I mean, it's George was this, George was that, his parents were this. It's not that she had flaws in it as well. We're going to skip ahead a bit because this is a really long interrogation.
At that point, because I continue.
And I want to kind of get to a bit more. So we're going to skip a little bit.
Do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't have the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition.
No,
He's the only other person that would use your phone, I'm assuming, other than...
Well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday. Right. So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I mean, I get inside, maybe it's like a picture of them, the two of Tess and
The dogs.
and George and them dancing, but I mean, it's just Tess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
The battery doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and.
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like.
I don't think you all understand who I am.
Okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't.
So here's where she says, she kind of goes, I'm a straight A student. She's well out of school for about 20 years now, probably. She's trying to make herself seem a certain way, but she's now an adult. What has she accomplished in her adult life with this? And saying, like, I don't think you guys seem to understand. Well, the fact is, she's saying, I've never done that before to George. I've never put him in a suitcase and that. Well, you did it this time.
Somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't completely left it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay. No, it's just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
We just want you to watch this. It came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please. Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
No.
I don't know how much I can take.
I don't know how to find there.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And it's
Fuck
just,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
I don't want to watch it, please. Okay.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had two fingers hanging out. And you
I
went to
flipped him
bed.
over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions, and him saying that he can't breathe And you saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
but not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because
What?
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
It's, and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell my
like he
partner...
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
Okay.
my intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers. And
He'll
it
be up here
looks
any
like-
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get
joking?
out.
You told me he...
I think him telling her, I can't breathe, please let me out. A normal person would say, okay, let's let them out. They can't breathe. Considering that those videos were 11 minutes apart and he's still saying it, that's a bit dramatic. I mean, think about not being able to breathe for that long. Like, she made him suffer in there.
So was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No.
No. So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But I
you're the
didn't-
only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, Sarah, Sarah,
I can't
I
breathe.
can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like, I don't
He's
think-
never been locked in a suitcase. That's
No.
where he couldn't get out. So
It's kind of, I thought it was
And
the
you know
boy
the oxygen
crying
is
wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking. He is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
And you're the only one saying derogatory comments. Like you're mad.
No. Please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but, like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me. Like,
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what,
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
oh,
Why don't you remember making the video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
No. Just because I went upstairs and, just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't mean
told us
that
several
you,
times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mhm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
okay. I understand where you all are coming from.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
get it.
figure out what
We're
you're
trying to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did. Like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was... My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to... He'll be up here any minute.
But you willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase.
So why didn't you take him out?
Because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think, he's asking to come out,
I didn't do it intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase.
your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he didn't?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him? Maybe I shouldn't?
No.
That didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just...
We're asking.
It's the whole...
You tell us.
It's the drinking. That's what it is. It's the drinking. I thought it was, like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't,
He's telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name, and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. Like, nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas.
We are going to leave this episode off here. In the next one, we're going to go ahead and see the remaining interrogation of Sarah Boone. It's kind of interesting that she was not really defensive at the beginning of this interrogation and saying that they were just having a good time, that they were not fighting, that they didn't drink that much, and now everything comes out when she's confronted with the video evidence that she forgot that she had on her phone. So it's quite interesting to see what she thought she could get away with, or even what she thought that she could hide with their relationship. The fact of the matter is that George is dead, regardless of domestic violence, whether it's with her or him. We can't judge people for staying in relationships. We really can't. We could say to ourselves certain things, but we really can't judge because we're not in their shoes. But George is dead. If they both were domestic violence against each other, the fact is she's here and he's not. And that video shows her antagonizing him, saying derogatory things to him, and him begging her to let him out. And she left him in there for 13 hours. Regardless if there was something on the suitcase, like maybe a paperclip on the outside on the zipper to kind of unzip it, unzipping a suitcase from the inside is completely different from unzipping the suitcase from the outside. Different leverage, different type of movements of the arms if you're inside. You can't like put your arm out the whole way and extend it to move it. You're almost cramped in there, and that's not a very big suitcase. George was not a very big man, but that's not a very big suitcase. So I honestly don't think she was even in her right mind. Like, she was not thinking that night. She was so intoxicated, although I think that she said that she didn't really drink that much. But then it shows that she had a very big alcohol problem. This case is one that stuns me almost. It's almost like she is immature. There's immaturity here as well. These full-grown adults are very immature, and I think that has to do with like alcoholism and everything like that. I'm not a professional on that, but the fact that she thought he could get out is mind-boggling to me. Like, it's just banana bonkers, this chick. And you will see as we get further into this, we could talk about this girl forever, but as we get further into this, you're going to see that she went through so many defense attorneys. She tried to do a whole bunch of stuff. I think she just had an appeal, and like just now in 2026, the summer of 2026, a couple months ago, and it got denied or something. Um, I'm gonna have to start doing, or I'm gonna do cases where I can, like episodes where I can recap cases, because I know Taylor Parker, the one that I did previous to this series, she just had an appeal and it was denied. She has used up all her appeals. She has no more things that she can do. She is now on death row. She's waiting to be executed, whatever that is. So I want to kind of do, once I get more into these, case update episodes as well. But I think we're going to stop it here. I'm going to do the rest of the 911 tape, and then we're going to get into some of the other stuff with her, and then the trial and that, because the trial was interesting in itself. Um, I didn't really follow the trial when it happened, but I did listen to it all when I was preparing to do these podcast episodes, and we're going to listen to it together, some of it, as well as her statement to the court when she was being sentenced, or before she was being sentenced, and how it is narcissistic like crazy. She blames George for everything. She blames everybody but Sarah. Sarah is the victim. Poor Sarah. You know, I'm sure if it was the other way around and George did something to Sarah, um, it would be different. But she does not take any accountability for her actions. She thinks that she's not at fault. She thinks that she shouldn't be punished for this, like the Suitcase is to blame for it or something. It's ridiculous. Some of these people that are criminals, really, maybe it's a good thing that they get caught and they get put in jail, because they're just not really the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean. So, like I said, we're going to end this here. I could probably ramble on forever. We're going to end this here. And then in the next episode, we're going to get into the remainder of the 911 call and analyze that a little bit. But thank you so much for listening. I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. I know I've been a little bit sporadic with my posting just because I've been really busy. And I'm hoping to get a bit better where it's every week I post. But I'm really happy to have you here. I hope you're enjoying it. We definitely have a lot of things we're going to cover. And just enjoy your day. Just, block all the negativity out and enjoy your day. Thank you for listening. My name is Michelle. This is Murder Syrup, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.